What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. That Geeky guy here, and today we'll be looking at a tier list of legendary equipment ranking. So I've been wanting to do this tier list since the release of Tales, and since Everfest is just around the corner, I'm not sure if that's the right decision to actually make a tier list for this equipment now, because it's gonna be obsolete with the release of Everfest perhaps. But we are just looking at legendary equipments, so maybe most equipments from Everfest going to be majestic anyway. But it's okay, we're gonna take a look. So it's good, the ranking is going to be based on a few things. We're gonna look at the overall usability, the classes that have access to this equipment, and also if it sees competitive play, of course. First things first, we are going to start right away, and we are looking at our first equipment here, which is a Teklo Foundry Heart. So Teklo Foundry Heart, which is a mechanologist equipment. So this is a chess piece for basically any mecha class. Dash usually, so we don't really see this at all in play anyways. So the Foundry Heart has a very specific functions, where it has a once per turn function. So I have two tabs open here, so we can actually take a look, better look, because the tier list kind of cropped out the description. So Teklo Foundry Heart, you get to banish the two card. You gain resource for each mechanologist card banished this way, but you can only activate this if you have boosted distance. So there is a precondition in order to activate this equipment. So this usually you don't use this chess piece for the boosting ability, you're using it for the armor, but only Dash has mechanologist has access to this equipment. So based on those things, we're gonna put this snugly into a B tier. So this is if you're playing Dash, you can actually replace this with any other chess piece and it should work the same. It's just that Teklo Foundry Heart blocks for 2. So that's the thing it has going its way. Next, we are looking at Cross Wrap. So this is the best equipment we have for Azalea. Unfortunately, if Lexi plays Cross Wrap, I would put it higher in the ranking. But since only Azalea has would prefer to play this over New Horizon, so it fits snugly to B tier again. I feel like I think B is the best place to put Cross Wrap here. For those of you who are curious what Skullbone Cross Wrap here, I'm just gonna put a quick image on the screen so you guys can see what it does. Next, we are going to look at the Grasp of the Arknight. So Grasp of the Arknight is basically a staple for any Runeblade class, and since Runeblade is seeing so much competitive play, most likely if you are facing any Runeblade class, this would be the arm they are using. It blocks for 2, you get to create rune chant, pretty cool stuff. Also, you see a lot of competitive play. Chains use it, Bria uses it, Viserai uses it. So because of that reason, and so many classes have access to it, we're gonna put it snugly at S tier. Next, we are looking at a Kano's Storm Strider. So basically an instant where you get to buff up your. Let me double check that. I'm gonna make sure that yep. So you get to change your next visit non-attack action this turn into a instant. So pretty useful in Blitz, because Kano is pretty strong in Blitz. So you wanna pop this when going against your opponent. It also has Arcane Barrier, so that's pretty cool. As expected from Wizard, you want to have equipment that actually blocks Arcane. This goes nicely into a. I want to put it in A tier because Kano is just so good in Blitz. But I'm also conflicted because Kano is the only Wizard class that is using the boot. But I'm gonna put it in A tier because this is such an integral piece for Kano's combo. Next, we are looking at a Arcanized Skullcap. This is a no-brainer. All the classes have access to this. If they do not have the headpiece of their own class, they're gonna go for Arcanized Skullcap. This is an S tier for sure. I'm gonna put this right in front of the Grasp of the Arknight because the position does matter here. Next, we are looking at Crown of Seed. Currently, the only class that kind of find usage in Crowns of Seed is Olheim. but it is such a good kind of usability that and it made Olheim work in a way, preventing 1 damage regardless of the damage source. So that's pretty cool. You get to recycle your arsenal. So I think that because it is a important piece of the Olheim's kind of suit of armor, so it goes nicely into the A tier. Next, we are looking at Heart of Ice. Unfortunately, Heart of Ice does not see much play. Some classes maybe that has access to the ice element may want to play this because of the arcane barrier. Other than that, creating frostbite token is for the cost of 1 is not something, I mean, usually people want to prioritize over other chess pieces, like Tunic. People would prefer Tunic over this, so I'm gonna put this in a D tier, unfortunately, for now, because we don't really see plays for Heart of Ice. Next, we are looking at Shock Charmers. Shock Charmers has a very specific use. So it is a cost 2 kind of extra +1. So you get to pay 2 to deal 1 more damage, provided that your attack action hits. But most aggro decks usually are very tight on resources, so this does not see much play. 2 cost is quite steep. But I believe maybe with the release of Everfest, this might see more play, and I want to believe that this has some usages in some classes. Lightning Lexi would actually love to have this, but because it does not see much play and it's very niche in its usage because of the steep cost, I'm going to put it in the C tier. Yeah, I do believe that this 2 has better stats than this, because this is a spell void 2, doesn't block for anything, so it's pretty sad. Next, we are looking at the shield for Olheim. I mean Guardian Shield, but Olheim usually has access to it. I mean, uses this. Bravo does not really use this. I'm not sure about the matchups, but some Bravo might actually add this into their deck list and then just sideboard it out depending on the matchups. More control kind of Bravo might want to play this. I believe it's a A tier kind of equipment going on, so this is an excellent equipment because of the number of blocks you can do. So if your opponent are prone to playing non-attack action and keep breaking the combat chain, you can actually pay 1 and then further increase the blocking power of this shield. So this is an excellent equipment. New Horizon is a key piece in any Lexi deck, but once again, only Lexis play this. Azalea would prefer the Skullbone Cross Wrap, so I'm gonna leave her in the A tier. That's easy. Next, we are looking at a Spellbound Creeper. So Spellbound Creeper is an excellent leg equipment, I think. It's just that it works for the recent build of chain. If you guys watch the Hong Kong Nationals, the chain that actually won the tournament uses Spellbound Creepers. So we're gonna leave it, you're gonna put it an A tier because I believe this is an excellent equipment. So I'm gonna just rearrange this quickly. I believe that Rampart is better than Kano's a very Blitz specific matchup. So this is going a bit back, and then Spellbound Creepers is coming right after the New Horizon. So if you don't have access to Spellbound Creepers, you could still go for Snapdragon Scalers. It's just that it doesn't have that potency of activating any non-attack and then swinging your Rosetta for free. Not free, but basically giving a kind of like a go again kind of thing. Next, we are looking at Vestige. Vestige is a key component in the Prism deck. Basically so key that it provides 1 extra resource if you are pitching yellow. I want to put it in an A tier, but because Prism has fallen out of the competitive favor because of, Briar running around popping those auras like it's nothing. and popping those heralds like it's nothing. So I'm gonna put it right behind the Grasp of Dark Knight. Next, we are looking at Phantasmal Footstep. This is another piece in the Prism's gameplay, but I do believe that the footsteps should belong somewhere in the A tier, but maybe right in front of Kano's boot. For the Vestige, I'm not sure if I'm just gonna leave it in the S tier for now, but because it's just so good, even though only one class has access to it. I wouldn't say has access to, because Bolton can play this if he wants, but Bolton don't really care for the yellow pitches, so we don't really see Bolton play this. This is a light equipment, mind you, so compared to the Footsteps, which only Illusionist has access to. So the list might change after Everfest, get shuffled around depending on what kind of young heroes come out. So I'm excited for that. Next, we are looking at a Bolton's or Warriors equipment. So this is a Dynamo. Dynamo, the thing is, you need to dual wield in order to get the advantage of having blocking, be able to block so much. But the thing is, it's not easy to actually dual wield. Ex Dorinthia does play this, and even Kasai plays this in Blitz, but the thing is, it is I would say it's limited to it's forcing your hero to dual wield, but I believe it has its potential, so I'm gonna put it in a high B, right in front of Cross Wrap and also the chest. Next, we are looking at Carrion Husk. Carrion Husk is one of the chest pieces that actually enables Chain to go so far. Even with the shortcomings of Blood Depth, the Carrion Husk is an easy S tier. So we're gonna put it right in front of Vestige, because both Levia and Chain has access to it. So that's a neat equipment actually, also known as the Fridge. Next, we are looking at the leg equipment for Brute. So this is once again an integral piece in for Brutes. Brutes does see some play recently, so this, I would say, both Levia, Rhinar, and basically all the Brute classes would love to have this. So I'm gonna put it right in front of the Footsteps, just because Scab Skin has multiple classes have access to it. So as for the block, it also blocks for 2, so that's pretty cool. Tectonic Plating, Bravo is such a good class that, you know, it deserves to be in the S tier, I believe. This is such a good equipment. Basically a kind of a way to not waste your resources, so you're passing your resource over to the next turn by creating a Seismic Surge token. Also, it's a battle worn equipment, so you can never go wrong with that. Next, we are looking at Mask of Momentum. Mask of Momentum is a key piece in all ninja decks, so if you want to play ninja, you must have this. But the thing is, we don't really see ninjas recently, just because of Briar running rampant. But I still believe that it is basically the best equipment you can get for ninja. I want to put it in S tier, but I'm also debating whether I want to put it in high A, right in front of the Shield. But Shield, I think, would be better, so I'm gonna put it right behind of Shield, just like that. Next, we are looking at Brave Force Bracer. This is an easy one. So this is basically an excellent warrior equipment. I'm gonna put it right in front of the Spellbound Creepers, because all warrior classes would not want to have access to this. It blocks well and things like that. You can pump if you want, but usually you want to use it for the blocking. Only if you have one extra resource would you want to activate the braces. Tunic is an easy S tier. I would say argue right in front of Skullcap. It's okay if you don't have the Skullcap. Try to get a Tunic. Tunic is, it provides one resource every 3 turns. What more can you ask? No other chest equipment does that, unless you meet some kind of preconditions. So I argue Tunic is the best any class can play this basically. If you have this, you're basically set for life. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much it for the tier list. What do you guys think? So this is the final look. So most of the legendary equipments, of course, have their places. There's a reason they are known as legendary equipments. Some lower tiers one, it's not really because it's a bad equipment per se. It's just that they have not seen their proper usages yet. It just requires some support from maybe upcoming sets and stuff. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. So do let me know down in comments below if you agree with the tier list. It's just my opinion, guys. You can always let me know what you guys think down in comments below. Do like, subscribe, and those kind of good stuff. And see you guys in the next one. Bye.